Today we are going to deep dive into one of the most powerful skincare ingredient that is there, which is vitamin A or retinol. And welcome back to Skincare with Swap. I'm Swapnali, and in today's video we are going to discuss and talk about retinol or vitamin A and different forms of vitamin A, how it works, its benefits, how should you use it, and everything you need to basically know about retinols. Retinol is just one of the derivatives of vitamin A. There are a couple of others as well, and it's actually one of the most well-researched and proven ingredients when it comes to skincare. Retinol works by penetrating in the outermost layer of your skin, and it increases cell turnover, which means it basically helps to shed off the old, dead, damaged skin cells and replace them with newer, fresh, healthier skin cells. Our body on its own does this as well, but retinol will just increase the speed of this whole process. Along with that, retinol also stimulates the production of collagen, and obviously we all know collagen are the building blocks of firm and healthy, supple skin. So all in all, retinol helps with fine lines, with wrinkles, as it boosts your collagen. It also helps with acne scars, any kind of pigmentation, dullness, and it evens out your skin tone and just gives your skin a nice texture and a nice glow. Now that we know how retinol or vitamin A works, let's just talk about some benefits of vitamin A. The first one is obviously it helps to reduce your fine lines and wrinkles. How it does that? It stimulates the production of collagen in your skin, which in turn ends up you having healthy, youthful skin. Number 2 will be improved skin texture. Now, how does this happen? Because your cell turnover happens at a much more faster rate, you end up replacing the dead skin cells with new, fresher, healthier skin cells, and your skin just looks that much more healthy and glowing. Third, it fades away hyperpigmentation, dark spots, discoloration, blemishes, all of that. Because the cell turnover increases, all these issues, they fade away, meaning your hyperpigmentation, blemishes, acne scars, all of these things, they eventually with regular use go away. Along with this, you also can get rid of blackheads and whiteheads with continuous use of vitamin A or retinol. Number 4 will be that it treats acne. Now, if you use retinol the right way, you will actually observe your acne reducing. Vitamin A will help you unclog your pores, and it will prevent unclogging of pores as well. So it will help you reduce the current acne you have, and along with that, it will also make sure that in the future you don't get acne. However, whenever you are using retinol, you have to be really careful because there is something known as a retinol purge which can happen. Now, what is retinol purge? What happens is as soon as you start applying retinol, you will observe your skin breaking out even more. And it is not a little bit of breakouts, it is extreme, massive breakouts which are really painful and it's like all over your face. Now, why does this happen? As we spoke, retinol accelerates the cell turnover, right? Which means it brings all the underlying impurities, dust, dirt, bacteria, dead skin cells, everything to the surface, which comes across as acne to us. Now, depending on how healthy or unhealthy your skin is, the purge can last anywhere from a few weeks to a couple of months. I know it's really dreadful, but once you get past the acne purge or the retinol purge stage, you will have the best skin you can. Now, there are 4 ways that you can actually minimize your retinol purge. The first one is to just start slowly. The best way to start applying retinol is by using the lowest concentration possible in the gentlest form and apply it once a week. Once a week is good enough in the beginning, so you're giving your skin some time to get used to the retinol, and your skin will gradually get adjusted to applying retinol. The second step is to apply a moisturizer. Now there is a method which is known as the sandwich method when it comes to application of retinol, which basically means you apply some moisturizer on your face first, then you apply the small amount of retinol on your face, and then again after that you apply another layer of moisturizer. Now this really creates a buffer and it reduces irritation. Also, retinol can cause a lot of dryness, so this will help with that as well. Also, when your skin gets really dry, it can damage your skin barrier, so just adding a moisturizer, I would recommend some moisturizer with ceramides. It will help you reduce the retinol purge. Number 3 would be using gentle products. Don't use things like AHAs and BHAs along with retinol, especially if you're just starting out. Just go gentle and really slow. It does help. The first time you apply retinol, you might not understand why people ask you to go slow, but once you apply retinol once a week, even for a month or so, you will understand your skin starts getting more and more sensitive. So at this point, you want to take care of your skin and make sure that your skin barrier remains healthy. And fourth point, and the most important point, do a patch test. It is always a good idea before you apply anything on your body to do a small patch test, something maybe over here or on your neck, just to see how my skin is reacting to that ingredient or that product. Retinol is not the only form of vitamin A. It is one of the derivatives of vitamin A. You have 4 others. Now the first one is retinol palmitate. It is an ester of vitamin A and it is one of the most gentle forms of vitamin A. So if you have sensitive skin or you are just starting out, it is probably a good idea to start with retinol palmitate. Retinol palmitate has to convert to retinoic acid to then be effective and give you all the good benefits of vitamin A. Number 2 is retinol. Retinol is something that is easily available over the counter. Retinol also converts to retinoic acid, increases the cell turnover. Now, when you want to go a step above from retinol palmitate, retinol is what you can go for. It is slightly more stronger and powerful than retinol palmitate. Now, the third one is retinaldehyde, which is also known as retinal. Retinal is one of the stronger forms of vitamin A. So now this is something that you can only apply when your skin is okay with the first 2. This is a step above from retinol as well. Retinol and retinal, all these 3 have to convert to retinoic acid to give us the benefits. However, retinal is the strongest form and you only need to use this when your skin is okay with the first 2. Otherwise, your skin will go through a major purge, or you will have an absolutely damaged skin barrier. Also keep in mind, retinal can give your skin much more redness and much more irritation. So be really careful if at all you want to work with retinal. Now, the fourth one is a step above the third one as well. Like I said, the first 3, they have to convert to retinoic acid. The fourth one is retinoic acid itself, or also known as tretinoin. Now, this is something that you don't get over the counter. It has to be prescribed to you by a dermat, and with reason, because it is a really powerful ingredient. It gives you extremely good results, but you have to consult a dermat. Now, the reason you have to consult a dermat, one is that they'll give you a proper routine, understanding your skin type, how damaged your skin barrier is. The dermat will give you a proper routine as to how you need to start, with what other products you need to start, what other products work well with that, which is why a dermat is required. Now, the fifth form is adapalene, which is a synthetic retinoid, but it is slightly less irritating than tretinoin. Having said this, guys, it is not like you have to start here and then you have to go here and then you have to go here and then you have to go here, and when you start applying retinoic acid, you are at your peak. It is not like that. Many people don't really need to apply retinols at all. Maybe it's a completely different issue. Retinol will give you glass skin, but if cell turnover is the problem your skin is facing, but if that is not the problem, you need to figure out the problem and sort that problem out. Just working on a problem that does not exist is not the solution. I hope that makes sense. Before I end the video, here are 3 things I want you to remember when you start applying retinol. The first one is never skip out your sunscreen. Your skin is really photosensitive once you start applying vitamin A or retinol, which means you are much more prone to pigmentation or scarring, especially from the sun, which actually does a lot of damage to your skin. So just be sure you are applying sunscreen every single day. Second is using too much too soon. A lot of people do this. They think applying retinol every single day will give them glass skin faster or will help them get rid of acne faster. It is not true, does not work. You will only get retinol purge, nothing else. So go slow, go easy, and it's not a competition. You don't have to reach the 4th level or 5th level to have the best skin. And third and the last point is mixing retinol with other harsh ingredients. Do not do that. Like I said, when you start applying retinol, your skin already becomes much more thinner. Your skin barrier is something that you need to make sure is strong so that your skin can actually heal and repair itself. Because if you don't focus on your skin barrier, your skin can sort of, let in dust and bacteria, which can lead to other problems. When you're applying retinol, just keep your other skincare really simple and gentle. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope this video has helped you understand retinol and vitamin A much better. If you have any more questions about retinol, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you about that. Do not forget to like and share this video and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want more such skincare and makeup related videos. I'll see you really soon in my next video. Till then, bye. Take care.